All right, Ellen, they are all in. We can go ahead and get started.
Great. Okay. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing today, fourth graders? Are you doing great?
Yes.
Okay, good. I hope you're having a great day. So I'm going to just help introduce our students. My name is Mrs. Kent, and I work at USF, and I coordinate the program called USF Health Service Corps. And the idea of our program is that when wonderful teachers like Miss Quintine and all the other teachers in your school are looking for volunteers, they can come to me and say, Mrs. Kent, can you find us some great volunteers? And I say, of course. And then I find them the wonderful students like we have today, Naz and Priscilla. And you will be seeing me throughout the year because my job is to bring you volunteers from USF throughout the year to teach you all about health. So throughout the year, we'll be bringing you some great students from USF Health. Today we have some pre-health students, and other times we'll be bringing you medical students and nursing students throughout the year. And I hope you have a great time. And also, I just wanted to mention, and I hope I can get a couple points with you as fourth graders. I just want to mention that I'm a mom too, and my kids have both gone through from kindergarten through 12th grade. So if you have two kids, 13 times 2 is 26 years of school. So my husband and I went through 26 years of helping our kids get through school. And you know what? You kids can do that too. I know you kids are going to do a great job at Dunbar and at your other schools. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Priscilla and Naz and Miss Barnes and Florida Poison Control, Dr. Duget, and they're going to lead a great lesson. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ellen. As Ellen said, we just want to thank you all for giving us this opportunity to present poison safety to the fourth grade at Dunbar Elementary. Again, it will be the Florida Poison Control Centers, the Tampa office, as well as the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities at USF. And we want you to know that a friend with autism is more like you than different from you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Duget from the Florida Poison Control Center. So today we're going to learn about poisons. We're going to discuss to you what is a poison, and then we will go over places in the house, at least 3 places where you can find them. And then, of course, we'll do a question and answer at the end. We're going to help you demonstrate how to stay safe. We have a good video that's going to go over poison safety lessons and poison adventures. And then at the end, we're going to summarize everything we learned. And then what do you do if somebody get poisoned? So stay tuned, give us your attention, and we're going to learn a lot.
Are we what?
In just a moment, the students will continue with you. Just a moment.
Dr. Duget, am I supposed to show this video first? Or do the
Yes.
look-alike? Okay.
Yes. So let's watch this great video about poison adventure.
I thought we were going to do part of it.
Hello, I'm Inspector Nick Carson of the Poison Patrol, a fictional agency that uses the magic of video to educate kids about the dangerous poisons that surround us every day of our lives.
Sounds scary.
That's because I slowed way down and used the deepest voice I possibly could.
I mean, what you said about poisons being all around us, is that true?
Yes, it is. And that's why I'm here to fill you in on what you need to know to stay safe and lead long, happy lives. And I'm here to help each and every one of you so that you can help others.
What about me? Can you help me too?
What's your name?
Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy, if you and your friends can help me pull off this caper today, you can all help in the fight against dangerous poisons. You don't have to wear a badge like mine to know how to keep your family safe from everyday poisons. And if you ever come up on a rattlesnake or a scorpion, well, they won't be impressed by your knowledge, but at least you'll know how to handle yourselves in that situation.
We're gonna see rattlesnakes?
We're gonna see more than that, Jimmy. In fact, look at that fella right over there. Excuse me, sir. I'm Inspector Nick Carson, and you should not be picking those berries. Is that a problem? Those holly berries are poison. They could make you sick if you eat them. Now, they're fine for birds to eat, but they can make people very sick to their stomachs. How are you feeling now? All right, I guess. The name's Gurney. This is my house. May I help you? We'd like to take a look around your place, if you don't mind. But are you sure you're feeling all right? Actually, I didn't eat any of the berries. But the peppers I had for lunch are making me feel a little... Oh. Will you excuse me a minute?
Does he need help?
He just needs a little time in the bathroom. But it's a good thing he didn't eat those holly berries or any berries from bushes in the yard. There are hundreds of poisonous plants, and many are common around here. Now, don't get me wrong, Jimmy. Plants are often nutritious, and we eat a lot of them in our daily diet. But we have to be choosy. Some plants, trees, and flowers contain dangerous poison. For example, who would expect that this common plant grows indoors and outdoors all over the country and contains a juice that can hurt your mouth and hands? To be safe, don't eat the plants that decorate our yards.
How'd you make that picture appear?
It's the magic of video, Jimmy, and we're going to need it to cover all of the dangerous poisons around here. Now, to help you out, we'll give you a list a little later of some of the dangerous plants growing in your area. But rather than try to learn them all, let's make it real simple. Don't eat any part of a plant, bush, tree, berry, or mushroom. Only eat foods that you know to be foods, like the things you buy at the store or pick from your very own garden. But be careful with those hot peppers. And now let's go see how Gurney's doing. If he doesn't mind, I'd like to take a look around his kitchen. Say, why don't you ring the doorbell?
Why don't I just snap my fingers and make them appear?
What did you say?
The magic of video.
You're doing great, Jimmy. So how are you feeling now, Gurney? Well, I don't think I'll be eating any more hot peppers anytime soon. That's good. I'm sure you've got plenty of other things to eat in your kitchen. In fact, would you mind if we take a look? You want to look in my kitchen? I'm an inspector, Gurney.
And I'm learning about poison.
And something tells me that your kitchen is full of danger. Whoa, sounds scary.
That's because he slowed way down and used
The deepest voice he could possibly make.
See, I just remembered I'm making lunch in the kitchen. Come on in.
Hey, Inspector, mind if I bring along a friend?
The more the merrier.
Angie, I was trying to make my friend Michael appear.
Guess you need to work on your video magic, Jimmy.
Would you like to learn about poisons too, Angie?
Sure.
Then let's go inspect Gurney's kitchen. Excuse me, Gurney, could you show us where you keep your poisons? I don't actually buy a lot of poisons. Looks like I'm gonna need some help here. This is Professor Wisetrousers. He knows everything about everything.
Nobody knows everything about everything.
It's the magic of video, Angie. When we need somebody real smart, we got him. So, Professor, you see any problems around here? I most certainly do. Look how Gurney has stored food items right next to those cleansers and detergents. Oh, careful, Gurney. A little of that can cause a lot of damage. There are powerful chemicals in those products that can hurt people. So, kids, what do you think Gurney should do now?
Clean up that mess.
And throw away any food that got poison on it.
And what should he do in the future, Professor? Store food in one place and everything else in another. Things like polish, cleaners, ammonia, and soaps should be stored out of sight and out of the reach of children.
Hey, it's my little sister Jenny.
And my little brother Rex. How did you guys get here?
The magic of video, of course.
Well, I'm glad they appeared, because you two need to consider the huge responsibility you have to help them since they're younger than you.
You mean we can learn about poisons too?
You bet you can, Jenny, because do you know who gets poisoned the most?
Who?
It's little kids who get accidentally poisoned. So you two can be great heroes if you can help protect the little kids in your family and neighborhood.
I want to learn about poisons and be a hero. Me too.
Then you'll have to help us out. So let's go inspect Gurney's bathroom. But first, let's leave a refrigerator magnet for Gurney with the Poison Center phone number on it. Where did Gurney go anyway?
I think he went out to his garage.
Good. We'll meet him there in a few minutes. But first, come on in, gang. I took the shortcut. So you see any poisons in here?
Are some of those things poisonous?
All of these products could cause you trouble. Medicines like cough syrup, mouthwash, toilet bowl cleaner, that's very poisonous. Rubbing alcohol, all of this can be dangerous if you swallow too much of it or use it the wrong way. So where should it all be stored?
Out of sight and out of reach.
You remembered, that's great. Any questions so far?
How do you know if something's poisonous?
Good question, Rex. Let's let the professor answer that one. Sometimes there are clear signs that tell you that something is dangerous. You've probably seen this symbol and this one. Now, these symbols are used to warn people that something is poisonous. But other products, like those next to Rex, might look good to little kids, especially if they happen to like the taste of that cough syrup or that liquid cold medicine. And those bottles don't have any warnings that a small child could read. So where should they be stored?
Out of sight and out of reach.
Thanks, Professor. Also, it's best to not take medicines in front of small children. Little kids often copy what we do, so if they see you taking something, they might want to try it, and that could be bad and make them sick. Now, why don't you lead us to Gurney's garage, Jimmy?
Don't you want to just snap us there?
Why don't we walk through his living room instead? There are a couple of things I want you to see out there. Wait a minute, those plants are very pretty. You think they might be good to eat?
No.
You guys are getting good. Hey, how about this furniture polish?
No.
But it smells so good, like lemon. Think I should take a drink to check it out?
No.
You're right. So I should store it out of the reach of children. I just hope that Gurney would have known not to drink this. Hey, we better go see what he's up to out in the garage. Uh-oh, this looks like a job for Professor Wise Trousers. Help me call him, gang.
Professor Wise Trousers!
Oh, no! Freeze, Gurney! Gurney is about to make a very common mistake. Chemicals are often found in people's kitchens, garages, or storage sheds. Bleach can be dangerous on its own, harming the skin, the eyes, or if swallowed, it could make you sick. And that ammonia he's holding is even more dangerous. Now, both of those chemicals can be used for cleaning, but if the two are mixed together, like Gurney was about to do, they release a poisonous gas. And if we'd all breathed it, we could have been in a lot of trouble. So let's use the magic of video to clean up Gurney's garage. Whoa, that was weird. Don't ever mix chemicals without reading all the warnings, Gurney. And remember, kids, always remind your parents to read the instructions before mixing any chemicals. And where should he always store things, kids?
Out of sight and out of reach.
That's right. That's why I put them all up on shelves. Now close those cabinet doors, Gurney. I have doors? Consider them a present from me. And snap that padlock shut, just to be safe. Those are dangerous items, Gurney. Paints, antifreeze, pesticides, gasoline, they're all poisonous. And yet most people store them out in the open in their homes and garages. It's amazing I'm alive at all.
Yes, it is.
That's more like it. You're making progress, Gurney. Well, I want to do what I can.
Look out, there's a spider.
Whoa, I'm out of here. It's all right, Angie. That kind of spider isn't really dangerous, but it's good to be alert to what's happening around you. In fact, let's go a little further from the house and see what's happening nearby. And why don't we all snap this time? Ready? Oh, okay. What might we have to worry about out here?
Snakes, spiders, tigers. What?
You're right, except for the tigers. You can find snakes and spiders almost anywhere, but that doesn't mean you have to stop playing outside. If you know what to look for and what to do in an emergency, you'll be just fine. Now, you mentioned the snakes, Jenny, so let's start with that. They can hide under rocks or in tall grass, but the good news is, if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. And that's true for spiders, too. So our rule is simple. Never handle snakes or spiders. And that's true for a lot of things in nature. But since we don't want to go around turning over rocks and looking for trouble out here, we'll make it easy. Anybody want to meet the professor in person?
Yeah!
I'll tell you what, you kids go meet the professor, and that way I can make sure our friend Gurney doesn't get into any more trouble.
Can I say something?
Hi, kids.
Hello, Professor.
If
Maybe
you-
we can finish up the video now, everybody, so that
Thank
our
you.
students and Miss Duget can finish with a lesson, because I know that the children have to, the fantastic fourth graders have to go to another class. So let's let our students and Miss Duget finish up the lesson. Thank you everyone so much for watching that great video. So we've already
Thank
watched
you.
the video.
You can go ahead.
So why don't we have Naz and Priscilla will take over with the take-alike, look-alike products. Thank you so much, students.
Yes, so now we're going to go over products that look similar, but you probably, if you don't know the difference, you probably shouldn't be consuming it anyway. So here on the screen, you see the cleaning product, Fabuloso, and the Gatorade. Personally, I don't think they look very similar, but sometimes the colors can be clashing, so just be aware of what you're looking at. And then this one, it does look a little more similar. The Powerade is the drink, and then the windshield washer fluid obviously don't have that. So just be aware of like product labels. And this too, the mayonnaise and the soft scrub. The mayonnaise obviously is a food, but the soft scrub is for cleaning and stuff. So make sure to always read the labels and know what you're picking up and stuff. And the Clorox and the orange juice, make sure you're reading those labels and differentiating, because Clorox is a cleaning product and orange juice you can drink. And this is another Fabuloso cleaning product, and the cranberry juice, which they have the same colors, but still making sure to read those labels so you can differentiate those. And the pine sol and the apple juice, when you put them into cups, they look similar, but again, those are not the same things, although they have like very similar colors. And the other one has probably a good scent. Apple juice is for drinking and pine sol is for not.
Sorry, I was muted. So in this picture, the butters, like the cooking spray and the heavy duty oven cleaner actually look like the same bottle. So it's the oven cleaner obviously is bad. It has a lot of chemicals. You should not cook with that. And then in the next picture, the fly and insect killer is poison, has chemicals. And again, it looks just like the cooking spray. You cannot cook with the fly and insect killer. And then in this one, they both look like candy, which is really dangerous. And one of them is for queasy. The queasy drops is for when your stomach doesn't feel well. And the preggy pops is also when your stomach doesn't feel well, but that's for pregnant women. So they're both technically medicine. So before you eat a lollipop that you don't know what it is, you should probably ask an adult. And then this one, the Hershey's chocolate. Everyone knows you can eat Hershey's chocolate, but then on the right, that also looks like chocolate, but it's laxatives, which is medicine, which is not safe to eat. And then on the left, it's Parmesan cheese, which you can eat. And then on next to it is Comet, which is chemicals, cleaning, disinfectant. You can't eat that. Can't eat that. So
now we're gonna review. We've learned a lot today. From the video, you've learned that poisons can be almost anywhere, but let's focus on medicine. Medicine can look like candy, so you should never pick up something and put in your mouth. Always ask an adult first. And if you have younger siblings, make sure they are following the same rule by stopping and asking first. So do not touch or play any items that's found on a cabinet. Remember in the video, they have to store cleaning products out of sight, out of reach. So if something is a cabinet, do not open it. Even if it's on the floor, if it looks dangerous, you don't know what it is, always ask an adult. And if you can read it, you think it's dangerous, always remind an adult to put those away. And do not take medicine by yourself. If you're not feeling well, you have to take some medicine. Always remember an adult should give it to you. Never take more yourself because they know how much to give you, which one to give you, when to give it to you. So never take medication on your own. So if you're gonna remember one thing today, remember always ask an adult. Medicine, cleaning products, dangerous items should be up and away. Never touch things and just put in your mouth.
So this is the Wheel of Poison game, but your teachers probably have access to this for you to look over later. And then this is a sheet that's showing you how similar candies and medicine pills look very much alike. So the Tic Tacs and the other pill on the other side, or the M&Ms, they look very similar to medicine. So if you see any of those lying around without any label or any container in it, it's better to let an adult know so they can deal with that. And now we can go over some poisoning scenarios. So if you are inside your house and you're playing and you find an open medicine bottle sitting on the kitchen table, what should you do, and tell us why? Does anyone wanna? See. Would you go and maybe tell an adult or something?
I see someone with their hands up. We have student Kalia or KB. We have several hands up.
Oh,
You can just
perfect.
pick
Okay.
one.
Yes. Who do I see? I see Tim and Caleb have their hand up as the first person I saw. What do you think?
Looks like they are muted.
Oh, yeah. You want to unmute yourself, or maybe write it in the chat if you want.
Okay. I guess we.
Yeah, I guess, for this one.
Continue with scenario and let them know the answers. They are all muted.
Okay, that's fine. So if you do see an open medicine bottle, obviously the answer would be to let a parent know or an adult know so they can come and deal with that issue. If you're walking through the kitchen and you see your baby sister playing with Laundry Pods detergent, what would you do? I think the responsible thing to do would be to go, oh, does someone else have their hand raised? Maybe if you want to write it in the chat or unmute.
The chat only
In the
goes to
chat,
the
they can
teacher.
only do their
Oh, it
teacher,
only
so
goes
you
to the
can
teacher.
continue. Yes.
Okay. Then the responsible thing to do would be, again, to take the laundry products away from the baby sister and let an adult know as soon as possible.
Next scenario.
I can do this one.
Okay.
So you've been outside playing and you're very thirsty. There's a water bottle in the garage that has blue liquid in it. You think it might be blue Gatorade. What would you do and tell why? So since you guys are muted, I'm just gonna tell you, you should not drink the blue liquid and you should ask your parent or any adult that's around if it's safe to drink. And if it's not, then don't drink it. You're sitting on the couch watching TV and you see a small yellow piece of candy on the floor under the chair across from you. You want to eat it because it looks like an M&M. What would you do? Tell why. Again, you shouldn't eat it and you should ask an adult that's around because it might not be candy. It could be a pill or anything that you can't eat. You and a friend are playing at a park. Your friend points to some bushes with bright purple berries on it. Your friend tells you that he's heard these berries taste really good. What would you do? You should definitely not eat the berry because most of the time berries in nature are poisonous.
Thank you. There are some worksheet activities that your teachers will be able to give you, like the poison ladders, and then there are actually a word search. So you can do that on your own to continue to learn about poisoning. And this one is like about a cold snake to color, or to, if you have younger siblings, you can share it with them also. And then this checklist is to take home with your parents and encourage them to go room by room and learn about poison safety to make your home poison safe. So remember, we're gonna all do our best to be safe. We can be smart about poison, always ask an adult. And if you are not sure about something, never put things in your mouth, never pick up a snake, never put plants in your mouth. So always read the label, ask an adult first, and protect your younger siblings also. But the Poison Control Center is there 24/7 to help for free. If you have questions, or if somebody get poisoned, they're gonna call this number to talk to a nurse, a doctor, or a pharmacist, and that's always free. That's confidential and it's 24/7.
And we just want to thank you for allowing us to come into Dunbar Elementary to share about poison safety. Again, this is Denise Barnes from CARD, the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities. We have the USF Student Health Student Service Corps, as well as the Florida Poison Control Center, the Tampa location. Thank you all very much. Do we have time for any questions? Well, we can't hear them anyway. So thank you all very much. Have a great day.
Bye.
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 It is very true. You didn't have to eat whatever is in the backyard.